Hey y'all, how's it going? I am Joy, back again as always with our NFL predictions versus with my good buddy Steve. How are you doing on this dreary day?
I'm doing I'm doing excellent there. How about you?
I am do the exist.
You're
So,
zonked.
yeah, today has been fun. The past couple of days has been fun.
Yeah.
So, you wanted to discuss some things before we got started with everything else we were doing for week 6.
Okay. So let's start with how our record stood there, and not come to the tallies there. It's kind of a great week for both of us. For me, I finished 11-5, but you're the big winner, obviously, this week there, 15-1.
Yeah. I went 15-1. My ultimate goal in predictions, not just for this our series that we do, but just in general since I first started doing this, was a perfect week. And the freaking Bears cost me my perfect week when they
Sure.
beat the Raiders. Now, admittedly, the Raiders were in turmoil, so I should have known better. But
Yeah, because of unforeseen circumstances, which we won't discuss on this side.
yeah, this is not the place for that kind of controversy to be discussed. We might like someday open up more of like an actual football type podcast kind of deal, but that's only if y'all actually want to see that. So let us know.
True. We want to keep things PG here.
Yeah, mostly like dealing with controversial topics is always well controversial, but
Yeah.
but regardless, yeah, I went 15-1. You went 11-5. We don't know what John went. I was yelling at him while we were getting ready to record, and he's busy and hasn't answered me yet. So I don't know, but I'm sure that he will leave his record in the comments below. So our standings are me at 58-22, John, check the comments, and Steve in third with 49-31.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of last week out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up on week 6, we have 4 teams that are on the bye week, being the Jets, the frickin' Falcons, the Saints, and the 49ers.
True. So obviously, for some teams, it's time for them to heal up some injuries there.
Yeah, Lord knows they're gonna need to, because I wish that we could do that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Detroit is hurt. They are hurting bad. But okay, so my regret of the week, the only one that I lost was the Raiders Bears. So that's obviously my regret for not knowing or not having the will, I guess, to go with Chicago, even though I knew that I probably should have. But my heart wouldn't let me do it. So what would be your regret of the week?
Obviously, for me, it's going against the Bills, against the Chiefs there.
Yeah, I was so happy that they not only did they win, but they won so definitively against really good competition that it kind of shut up the haters a little bit, saying that, that the last 3 games they were playing weak offenses. But last week really helped out.
True, and they're probably going to be the toughest team to beat in the AFC.
Oh yeah, 100%, which makes me very happy with my pick in the beginning of the season of having them go to the Super Bowl with Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
For me, my surprise game of the week is probably going to be Cincinnati and Green Bay.
True.
I so wanted to be wrong on that. I was willing to take the loss just to see Green Bay lose to Cincinnati.
True, they're in the 2 kickers. They're obviously there.
Oh my god, that made me so happy. Just it was so triggering because I'm a big fan of special teams. I think pretty much anybody that follows the series knows that I love my kickers. But seeing Crosby just miss left and right made me so happy.
Exactly there.
But it also made me triggered because it's like no one wanted to actually win.
True. I was scared there the game if the kickers were so bad the game might end up in a tie.
I hate ties, but that one would have been fine in my book. I would have been okay with that. Because it would have been Green Bay tying Cincinnati of all teams.
Yeah, that would have been a huge joke there.
Oh, that would have been so much fun. But, alrighty, so, if you're ready, we can move on to week 6 and all of this lovely action we have.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get on with it then.
Alright, so first up on Thursday, we have Tampa going to Philly.
So there. Obviously, concern with the Bucks right now is how bad Brady's hand injury is. But I wouldn't be surprised if he plays with a broken hand there.
Oh
Or,
yeah, it's Brady. I don't doubt it at all. He would play with injury. He's done it before.
or he'll probably end up like Joe Namath, have 2 bad knees there and still be playing football.
Probably. I think he said something like, how do you know? He wanted to like play till he was 50 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if anybody could, I wouldn't be surprised if he would be the one to do it. But also, I really don't want to see that.
Yeah.
But I would like to see his son take over like immediately.
Yeah.
like Brady retires and then the next year his son comes in and actually plays well. So we just have just a constant rotation of Brady dominance.
Exactly.
Just because it would make people so upset.
True.
But for this week, I think even if he's not able to take to the air as well as he should, I think that their run game should be able to handle it. They have Fournette, who is very, very good, and Jones, I think, or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
Ronald Jones, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tampa Bay Bucks fan, you can let me know. I know you're going to be watching, so hi.
Yeah.
But you can let me know.
In the comments below.
Yeah. So I think this is pretty obvious.
Yeah. So I imagine we'll be both taking the Bucks.
Yeah. I am tempted to take upsets this week because of my lead, but I'm not going to go against Tampa on this one. Not a chance. I would be laughed out of the video if I did that.
Yeah, exactly.
So in agreement. Next up, we hopefully will have a returning Tua, whatever his last name is, with Miami and Jacksonville.
Yeah. No, obviously, this is the second game this month that we take place in London.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it's right across the shore in England there. So, this will be a neutral site game.
I can never pronounce his name. I don't know.
Tailova.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What you said? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
T-double. Let's just call him that.
Yeah, okay, there, yeah. Yeah. So, was that your dad in the background?
Yeah, he was laughing at me for not being able to say the name. So I'll just rip off Austin Aries. He's not doing anything anyway. We'll just call him T-double.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, obviously, Jacksonville's in turmoil there, and Miami's, I don't know if Tua's starting or are they still gonna go with Jacoby Brissett there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think even if Brissett plays, they'll be able to beat Jacksonville because it's freaking Jacksonville. But I think I heard that Tua should be back in time from injury for that.
True. So obviously we'll probably be in agreement this week there, and we'll be taking the Dolphins.
Yep, agreed. All right, so far so good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next, I dislike this game immensely, but we have Green Bay at Chicago.
Yeah.
This is like my I don't care game of the week. I really just don't care.
True. obviously two teams you hate there.
Yeah, I don't care. Whoever wins, wins. It's fine.
Yeah. Obviously, with you'll be going for the lesser of two evils.
I don't know if there is one in this case, but probably. If I had to pick, I'd probably say Green Bay would be the lesser of the two. Even though I do like Justin Fields, but this is already Green Bay's division to lose at this point, and so having them take it this year isn't going to be that big of a deal.
True. Yeah. And obviously, Aaron Rodgers is too powerful there, and wide receiver Devontae Adams there. One of his huge weapons.
Yeah, they have a better overall team. My only concern is dealing with the defense of Chicago, because Chicago's defense is decent, and it pains me to say that, but their defense is not bad, and it's been proven if you can get to Rodgers, you can shut him down.
True.
So I kind of want Khalil Mack to wreck his face a couple of times, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So obviously, we might be in agreement with this game there. That's what I'm thinking.
It sounds like we would be. You taking Green Bay?
Obviously, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, 3 up, 3 down, 3 agreements. All right. Next up, the Bengals, the always surprising Bengals, at Detroit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Obviously, Detroit coming off a loss to the Vikings there at the last second there.
Another one. That's the second last second field goal to beat them when they're not really playing with any credible talent at this point.
True.
So it's still encouraging, even though they're losing.
Yeah. And obviously, Bengals showed something there against the Packers, like we discussed a little while ago.
Well, I mean, they have been, though, right? Because they surprised Pittsburgh when nobody thought that they would win. So they surprised them there. They held in tough in week 4, and then they almost had Green Bay beaten last week. Yeah. So they're not a bad team. For everybody panicking over them not taking any protection for Burrow, they're making it work. You know, they've got Mixon, they've got that really, really good wideout that they drafted that used to play with Joe Burrow.
Burrow in college, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So they already had that kind of connection, and then Burrow's having his comeback year, so they're not bad.
Yeah, true. So I'm sorry to say this, but I'm going to go Bengals over the Lions this week there.
Yeah, in this battle of the big cats, I'm going to also take the Bengals. I think that Detroit can win. I just think that they're just too damaged, and this is a rebuilding year from the start, so the injuries and lack of any kind of veteran leadership is just really hard to come back from. So, unfortunately, there's always 2022.
Yeah.
One can hope. All right. Next up, we have an AFC South matchup with Houston going to Indianapolis. A very surprising Indianapolis team who took Baltimore to overtime.
Yeah, exactly. I got worried there when they got in a huge lead against the Ravens there.
Yeah.
And in the fourth quarter there, and but the Colts find a way to lose it there.
Yeah. In a way, it kind of made me sad. But I was talking to Beegers on Twitter that night. Actually, Monday night, we just randomly started talking, and we were talking about the game, and that we both needed Baltimore to win, because I told him that if they did, I was only going to lose one, and I was very happy about that.
Yeah,
but in a way, I was kind of hoping that they'd lose, just because I feel like them kind of being taken down a peg, and it would have been a surprise for everybody involved. But it would be nice to kind of see them kind of have their weaknesses displayed so well, especially after the Detroit game.
Yeah. And obviously, Houston's has no team this year.
Yeah, no. Is Tyrod Taylor back from injury yet, or are they still playing the other kid?
Mills, I think, is still their quarterback there.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly I don't know anything really about Houston since JJ Watt left. I just kind of mentally checked out.
Yeah.
But I knew they had Taylor.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Hi, Dino. I know. I miss JJ Watt too. It's okay. He'll be mentioned later. It's fine.
Yeah. So obviously we're going to take the Colts this week.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so we're in agreement on that one.
Yep. Again, this is going to be an interesting week if we just have no splits at all.
Yeah.
This could be the time that John makes up some ground though.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. All right, next up, I think we're definitely going to be in agreement here as well. We have the Rams going to the Giants.
Yeah, obviously they're
Yeah.
you don't know the circumstance with Daniel Jones' concussion. Obviously, Saquon Barkley there, his ankle there. It wouldn't surprise me if that might end up being a season ending.
Oof, yeah, I really hope not, because I do like him as a back, but that doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Yeah. So obviously we're going to be in agreement, I bet, there.
Yeah, I mean, really, after coming off of last week, when they beat their division rivals, this is like the perfect game to just continue that momentum. Not only would they be able to win regardless of injuries, but the Giants are injured, so 100% gotta go Rams.
Yeah, agreement.
All right, I was so tempted on this next game, but I decided to play it smart and not risk my lead. We have the Chiefs going to Washington.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the Chiefs lately there.
Overrated? They've been overrated. I've said it. I said it all last year when we were doing our predictions versus 2.
Yeah.
And this just continues to prove it. They have the wins, but even when they win, they don't play like lights out. They don't play all that well, even when they manage to squeak away a win.
Yeah. But I think this week there, I'm going to go with a huge upset there. I'm going to go
You're doing it.
Washington football team to upset the Chiefs.
I was gonna, but I decided not to because I thought that you were gonna actually take Kansas City, and I didn't want to risk being stum. Yeah. So we split on this one because I actually took Kansas City. I think that they need a week to get like back on track, and I honestly don't believe that it's this week, but that's what I picked anyway because it was safer.
Yeah. True.
So,
but obviously Kansas City will come back there, but for me there won't be this week.
Yeah, no. I hope not because I like Washington a lot more, but Washington's also kind of in some turmoil with the whole issue that we decided not to talk about. So,
True.
But there's our first split, and it's on a bit of a surprise, but we'll see.
Okay.
Next up, we have Minnesota and Carolina.
Yeah. I don't know, is Christian McCaffrey back for the Panthers yet? Or
don't believe so, and if he is, and I didn't pick them, and he is, they're going to be very, very sad.
True. Yeah. And obviously, as we discussed, the Vikings their last second win there against the Lions there.
Yeah, I wanted to go against them so badly just because of that, but I couldn't because I had to be smart and unbiased.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go with the Vikings this week to beat the Panthers there. Because I won't go with the Panthers until McCaffrey's back at running back for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was kind of my my take as well. If they have McCaffrey, then I'd be more inclined to go with them on something that's so close. But without that run game, I can't do it. So I, unfortunately for myself, agree with Minnesota.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we don't have a split there. I think we'll split here, but we'll see.
Okay.
Next up, we have the Chargers at the Ravens.
Yeah, Chargers there. Oh, they're hot lately there. I'm ignoring them there the past couple weeks there,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I picked the Browns last week to beat them there, and I was proven wrong.
Yep, they are sleepers.
True.
Surprisingly, I don't know why, because they've been steady and consistently getting better ever
Yeah.
since last year. So seeing Herbert kind of steadily grow and improve has been really fun.
True. And obviously, Lamar Jackson there is the king of the comeback there with the Monday night. So
Yeah.
that's it's going to be a tough one to call for me there. I think I'm going to go a minor upset with this one. I think Justin Herbert continues his momentum there, and I'll take the Chargers there. But unfortunately, I know what's going to happen there. I'll end up being wrong and take the loss.
Yeah, that's possible. I went with the Chargers as well, actually.
Okay.
Baltimore hasn't really been playing that impressively to me.
Yeah.
They barely beat Indianapolis last week. They barely beat Detroit. So, I mean, they're really easy to beat if you scout and make them one dimensional. That's my take, and I think that the defense of the Chargers is going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going with them to. I guess it'd be an upset, but it really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we agreed on that, though. To be honest.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. Next up, now I don't know what to think you're gonna go with here. So we got Arizona and Cleveland.
Yeah. This one's tough to call because I like both quarterbacks there.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to gauge it based on that because like which QB does Steve like more? Then I would just go the opposite direction.
Yeah. Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's tough to call there for me there.
Yep.
Yeah, because I like them both there. Yeah. Obviously, Arizona's the last team to be undefeated this season.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and they're the underdogs this week. They're heading into the dog pound there.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah,
And I didn't mean to do that, but that was funny.
true. Yeah. So I think this week there, I think Arizona's gonna pull it out by fire, field goal or less, and they'll keep their undefeated streak going.
I agree. Again, I honestly thought that you were going to take Cleveland, so I agree though. For me, it's not so much about quarterbacks because I don't really like either one. This is going to be a good defensive battle, so I'm expecting a low-scoring game.
Probably be a field goal or less.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but I think it's going to be low-scoring. I'm assuming like under 25 apiece.
Yeah.
The only trouble here is that Kyler Murray is a lot more elusive. So getting as many sacks as Cleveland's used to might be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm mainly going with Arizona on that one. Plus, their defense is just really good. Although Chandler Jones was put on the protocol for the illness. So we'll see how that changes or affects things, but so far I'm in agreement with you.
Yeah.
All right. Next, AFC West, we have the Raiders and the Broncos.
Yeah. Obviously, lately the Raiders are in a huge mess there.
You could say that. You could say that. It's a bit of a mess.
For circumstances we won't discuss there.
Yeah, but y'all know what happened.
Yeah, and obviously Broncos there are probably going to have Teddy Bridgewater back at the helm there. So
yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to be good to go or not. So I just kind of was going based on recent weeks. I hope that he's back. But
yeah. But I think I'm going to go Broncos this week there because they're the better team with the head on the shoulders.
yeah, they actually have somebody at the helm. But against my better common sense, I went with the Raiders.
Okay, so
because
we split on that.
yeah, we did. The talent on the Raiders is better for me, and they have a better overall quarterback and cohesion.
Yeah.
And I think that they're going to play well to stick it to the former. Now that they're
Yeah.
rid of that toxicity, I think that they'll be able to push through and prove that they're capable.
Yeah, maybe they'll breathe a little better.
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, because I do like Derek Carr, so I'm trusting in him for that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Cowboys and the Patriots.
Yeah,
Classics.
obviously. Obviously, the Cowboys there are the hot team lately there.
For
So
me,
last week
those have been the guys that have gone under the radar for me. I haven't really been paying much attention to Dallas or expecting them to do well, and yet they keep finding ways to win.
Yeah, and obviously New England's great by the Texans there. So
Yeah, that was a really close game. I don't know what happened there. That was a really close game, and it shouldn't have been.
true.
It scared me.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously there, I'm going to go with the Cowboys there to continue their hot streak there and maintain top spot in the NFC East.
I have no doubt that they'll still have the top spot in the East after this week, but I went with New England because I really like Mac Jones in the air, and their defense held Tampa. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust the defense, and I trust their defense more than I do the defense of Dallas. So I think that was a safe upset pick that I could go with, where I'm not gonna feel too bad if I lose it. But so there's another split. So that's 3 for us, right?
True.
Okay, cool. So Sunday night game. I hate how this happens, but we have the Seahawks and Pittsburgh. I feel bad for Seattle, like a lot.
Yeah, true. They're going to be without Russell Wilson for up to 6 weeks with a broken finger. I'm not going to say which finger it was.
Oh, that's hilarious. Especially considering the off-season drama, so he really was giving that to the team in a way.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, they're going to go with Geno Smith there for a little while.
Yeah, they signed, I believe Dad told me earlier, they signed Blake Bortles.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to play Blake or if they're going to let Geno Smith go with it because he knows the system better, but I would assume they're going to let Geno take it. But
true. And
they're in trouble.
Obviously, Pittsburgh, all the injured players are slowly coming back there, except for Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, I heard that they lost Juju, which makes me sad because I like Juju.
Yeah,
he's fun.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if we agree on this one, and I bet you we'll both take the Steelers.
Yeah, as much as I would like to see Seattle continue winning, I don't really foresee a lot of that this year without Wilson. So
yeah, true.
Unfortunately, but TJ Watt's back, so that makes me happy.
Yeah.
All right, final game. I'm sad about this one too. Ending it off with a disappointment. We have the Bills at Tennessee.
Yeah. Obviously, as we discussed the start of the video there, the Bills are the hottest team in the AFC.
Yep. And this is going to be another really good test for them in back-to-back weeks.
True there, yeah.
Because Tennessee is not bad.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry and Julio Jones.
Assuming he plays, if Julio Jones and A.J. Brown are back, then this is going to be a very, very good game.
Yeah. So, but obviously, Josh Allen is the better quarterback there. Sorry to say that.
I don't think you're wrong. I was talking to Dad on Monday when we were watching some of the game, and or not Monday, Sunday. Sorry about that. Sunday night we were watching the game, and Josh Allen is one of those dual threat quarterbacks, but doesn't get the press for being a dual threat quarterback. but especially in the red zone, he can run it just as well as he can throw it. So
Yeah.
I think that he deserves a bit more praise for his ability on his legs.
Exactly there. Yeah. So obviously, I think we'll be in agreement with this one. I'm predicting the Bills win to beat the Titans.
Yeah, I don't want to because this is like the first week that I'm going against Derrick Henry, and it feels really wrong to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to be smart, and I have to go with Buffalo on that one. But I am hopeful that the week that I don't go with him, he just destroys things. So either way, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Has potential for game of the week.
Yeah. True.
Actually, looking at the schedule, I don't know what game would be game of the week. They're all kind of one-sided or not good competition.
Yeah.
Maybe Chargers Ravens. That one could be game of the week.
True. And Arizona Cleveland there, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe. I think that one's gonna be boring for people because it's gonna be more defensive than anything.
Yeah.
And people like shootouts, and I think that that's gonna be a really like on the ground kind of deal. But anyway, let us know what you guys think down in the comments of what your game of the week's gonna be and how you did last week.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, hit the like and subscribe and notification bell for when this gets launched there.
Yeah, that would be very helpful, so you'll always know when content's on the way. This is uploaded every Thursday morning or afternoon, depending on renders. And then I've got collaborations pretty much all week going on. So just check out the channel, check out whatever kind of content you're into, and let me know what more you want to see. Also, down in the description will be my link to Twitter and my Discord server, where we all talk about the football stuff, and my link to memberships and merch as well. And we will catch you next week for more of the NFL predictions versus with Week 7.
Have a good week, everybody. Bye.